2 with one from half court. Go off the mark.
It's time for high school sports right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab, One Way Construction, Rivercom 911, Save Mart, and Sangster Motors. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
At the buzzer.
I'm Grant Olson along with Eric Granstrom. And Eric, I like this matchup here tonight. These two teams played just 4 nights ago down in Davis. Eastmont was actually leading at halftime, got in some foul trouble and ended up losing by 13. But Eastmont, they can compete with this Davis team if they stay on the court and have somebody out there to cover Dante Jones. That's what they Joe.
Dante Bennett Joe is obviously the key for Davis. He's the straw that stirs their drink, definitely so. Had a big night the other night against Eastmont in the win. He is the guy that really pushes this offense. Now, we saw a week ago Friday that Wenatchee was able to combat him by being very physical. Now, Eastmont, I think, tried to do that. We saw George Juarez, the head coach for Eastmont, at that Wenatchee game last Friday. He came out of there probably with a good idea of what Coach Kansi was able to do for the Wenatchee Panthers. They tried to do that down there Tuesday in Yakima, but battle of attrition. You eventually, and he told you the other night, he just ran out of bodies down the stretch.
Adrian Ruffins, Logan Snyder all got in foul trouble, and you have to keep guys like that on the court. Tyrell Malcolm as well. And you know as well as I do, and I'm sure Coach George Juarez knows this, to beat Davis, you have to control the tempo, and I'm sure Eastmont will really try and do that tonight.
Yeah, and we got to love this matchup because it's brother versus brother. The two Juarez boys are the coaches of either of these teams, and I wonder if there's a little side bet that goes on between the two.
I'm going to ask the coach when I talk to him here coming up, but Davis has won 14 straight games coming in this one, 9-0. In the Big Nine. Can Eastmont break that streak tonight?
Well, Eastmont's in the middle of the pack in the Big Nine as we run out of season coming down the stretch here. It'd be a big upset if Eastmont can knock them off here tonight.
Boy, it really would. All right, when we come back as our pregame show continues, we will visit with Eastmont head coach George Juarez when we come back after this. Stay with us.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you. You're our lifeline.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE Channel.
And we are live back courtside as our pregame show continues, and we're joined now by Eastmont Wildcat head coach George Juarez. And Coach, you started the week 3-1 in league play, now 3-3. A couple of really tough games this week, including that game down in Davis on Tuesday, where you had the lead at halftime and then let it slip away a little bit in the second half. Tell us what happened in that game.
You know, we just got to the point in the second half where we turned the ball over a little bit more than we should, and we were unable to contain their inside big man, to be honest with you. And that just led from us going 5 or 6 up to 4 or 5 down, and we were never able to recover at a very critical time.
And coaches, you well know, we just talked about it a bit ago, to be successful against Davis, you have to control the tempo of the basketball game. And how do you plan to do that tonight?
Well, control the tempo, the way that begins is we have to control the boards. You know, we got to make sure that we keep them off the boards. We control our boards and we get out and run. We actually had a good run when we were ahead of them, because we got out and ran and we were controlling the boards. What happened was all of a sudden we stopped doing it.
And Coach, we've been wondering a long time now, what's it like to coach against your brother? Do you talk before the game? Do you talk after the game? What's that like?
You know, we don't talk a lot before the game. I take that back. Tonight we did, you know, but it's a difficult thing. I will tell you that, you know, either way you lose in one way or the other. But I'm looking forward to a really good game tonight, and we'll see what happens. But I love coaching against everybody else. Coaching against Davis is tough.
Well, Coach, you're both great coaches, and you're even better people. So congratulations, and best of luck tonight, Coach.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being with us. And we come back, it's tip time. Eastmont and Davis right here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Olson and Eric Granstrom back courtside here. We are just about ready to go. Eastmont and Davis, game number 2 of our doubleheader tonight. It is senior night here at Eastmont as the seniors are out on the court along with their parents. Davis comes in, as we mentioned, 9-0 in Big 9 play, 15-1 overall this season, ranked 5th right now, RPI rankings in the state, and winners of their last 14. Eastmont, on the other end of things, 3-3 so far this season. 2 of those losses in league play have come this week because Eastmont lost a heartbreaker last night to West Valley by 2 points, 61-59. Eastmont, by the way, overall this season comes in with a 9-4 record. Let's take a look now at tonight's starting lineups, and we will begin with Eastmont. Starting tonight is Logan Schneider. He's a 6'1 senior. Spencer Heimbigner also gets the start tonight, a senior at 5'10. Also starting, Eamon Monahan, who, if he gets hot, can really do some damage for Eastmont in this game, and they're going to need him to get hot tonight. 6' junior. Ethan Easley, a wing player, senior at 6'2. And rounding out the starting lineup for Eastmont is 6'1 senior Tyrell Malcolm. Head coach of the Wildcats is George Juarez. And now for the visiting Davis Pirates, Brandon Lee Jr., sophomore, 6' guard, gets the start along with Blake Garza in the backcourt. He's 6'4", a sophomore. Cesar Hernandez, who is quite a player for the Davis Pirates, a 6'1 freshman. Robert Galindo, one of the few seniors on the team. He's a 6'1 guard, and rounding out the starting lineup is big 6'6 post player. He's a senior, Dante Bennett Joe. Head coach of the Davis Pirates is Eli Juarez. So, Eric, 14-game winning streak for these Pirates. That's pretty impressive. And they've had some close games here just in the last couple of weeks. Of course, last Friday night in Wenatchee, overtime. Their next game, another overtime game with Sunnyside. And then Eastmont had them down at halftime on Tuesday and just kind of let it slip away in that second half.
And that's the thing for Eastmont to try to figure out maybe here tonight is the last 2 games in a row, they were up at halftime. Up halftime in their game last night, but just couldn't hold on to the second half. So how they can keep bodies available and then also maintain a lead
That's a lot to be figured out here this evening.
And not too many games in the Big Nine tonight other than this one. In fact, there's one other game in the Big Nine tonight, and it is
Wenatchee, I think.
Wenatchee and
Eisenhower, yeah.
Yeah, at Eisenhower. So
that one won't start here for about another hour. By the way, the Talk with the Coach brought to you by TC Slingers. For your landscape supplies and material placement. It is TC Slingers. I need to wrap up a couple of reads here for the first game that we did, thanks to Sangster Motors. American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. Also by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, providing outstanding value and service since 1962. Oh, look at that. There's a nice shot of the seniors for the Eastmont Wildcats. And you got to feel good about Logan Schneider. He was injured at the end of the football season, couldn't really finish up his own football season, but he's able to stay out on the floor here and finish up for Eastmont in basketball.
And was a little bit injured here in the basketball season to start with as well. So we'll take a break. We'll come back and talk more pregame here before we tip off with Eastmont and Davis here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35-plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
We are back courtside, just about set for game number 2. The Wenatchee, or I should say the Eastmont Wildcats and the Davis Pirates set to do battle here. Also coming up this week on the NCWLIFE Channel, we've got more basketball coming for you next weekend on Friday. Doubleheader time. It's Wenatchee right here at Eastmont High School to take on the Wildcats. 5:45 tip for the girls, 7:30 for the boys, and we'll come right back on Saturday night, February 12th at Wenatchee High School, as it's Moses Lake. The Chiefs visit Wenatchee. Girls tip off at 5:45, boys at 7:30. Eric and I with the call. And then, of course, the following Saturday, the big coronation, the royalty selection pageant for Apple Blossom Festival. 6:30, that will begin our pre-show coverage, and then 7 p.m. is the coronation. And Eric, you will be a big part of that.
I certainly
As
will.
always, yeah.
I just got sized for my tux yesterday.
You look so good in a tux too, Eric.
Well, how can you not look
well,
good
that's
in
true.
a tux?
That does help. It really does.
Even though it is rented clothing. I mean, it's
maybe that's what makes it better. Just take it back.
Except the shoes. Except the shoes. Hey, I'm ready for some good basketball here, Grant.
Well, keys to tonight's game, Eric. We talked about it a little bit, and Coach Juarez said that the key he thinks for his team is rebounding.
Yeah.
You can't control a tempo against Davis if you don't have the ball in your hand. So that's his big key tonight, and keeping his big man. And we got to consider the big men for Eastmont are only, 6'1", I think, their tallest player. So they've got to keep these guys on the floor tonight, Eric.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you look at that lineup for the Wildcats, and Tyrell Malcolm at 6'1". You got Ethan Easley at 6'2". Logan Schneider's 6'1". Logan tries to be that kind of enforcer inside. He's not a guy that's going to score you hardly any points, but he's going to be the one that's getting the scrappy after those loose balls and things like that.
And, I think that Wildcats need a big game tonight off the bench from Adrian Ruffin. 6'3". He's got a big, long body in there. He can really jump, and I think he is going to be key to guarding Dante Bennett-Joe tonight.
Yeah, Eastmont had a 4-game winning streak before they lost their last 2, so I know that Coach Juarez and the team would like to get back on the winning side of things and stop this 14-game winning streak for Davis.
And I talked a little bit with Coach Juarez off-air about that game last night down at West Valley, and he just shook his head. He said that was kind of a heartbreaker. They had that one and let that one slip away from them, too. So Eastmont now finds themselves at 3-3 in Big 9 play. And as we mentioned, Davis at 9-0. I think we'll take another break, Eric, and we'll come back, and it'll be tip time. Eastmont and Davis, 2-minute timeout, and we're right back. Stay with us.
To our officials today with a round of applause, Steve Simonson, Mike Wolf, and Kurt Martin. The last time we will ever see. Let's begin with the announcement of the reserve players for each team. First for the visiting Flyers. Number 5, Eric Navarro.
Malcolm.
Number 10, Keenan Button. Number 11, Demetrius Corbett. Number 14, Phoenix Sanchez. Number 12,
Are we out?
Isaac Lee.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
We're back. Players being introduced on the floor. The starters, we'll buzz through those real quick once again. Once again for Davis, it's Brandon Lee Jr., Blake Garza, Cesar Hernandez, Robert Galindo, and Dante Bennett-Joe. And for the Eastmont Wildcats, Logan Schneider, Spencer Heimbigner, Eamon Monahan, Ethan Easley, and Tyrell Malcolm. Eastmont, some seniors on this team, and they were honored a little bit earlier tonight. What do they have? 3, 6, 7 seniors on this roster for the Eastmont Wildcats. Davis has some seniors of their own, but not really a lot of them get a lot of playing time. Just Galindo and Dante Bennett-Joe, Brandon Lee Jr., Blake Garza, and of course Cesar Hernandez, the freshman. It just lights out. 31 points last Friday night in Wenatchee, and that might be a problem for Eastmont here tonight too. You concentrate too much down low on Dante Bennett-Joe, you leaving Hernandez open, and that can be dangerous.
I liked what Wenatchee did. I don't know if Eastmont can do the same though, where they basically collapsed all the defense inside and told Davis, okay, beat us from the outside. Of course, Cesar Hernandez pretty much did that as a one-man show.
Right, I mean, he was just an amazing freshman player on this team. So Eastmont will be in their home white uniforms, Davis in their away blacks. Nice crowd on hand here at Eastmont High School on this Saturday night, and there's a lot of sports going on around the region, so it's nice to see some folks here tonight, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Congratulations if you did not hear earlier. The Eastmont girls bowling team took third in state over at Narrows Plaza at University Place. So congratulations to the Wildcat lady bowlers there as the Juarez brothers give each other a long hug. And Eli said something to George, and George came away laughing hysterically.
What a couple of great guys. I mean, the most mild. I think if you got them mad, they might be different. But boy, they're just such a calming effect out here, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, we got a moment of silence coming up again here for Fred Carino, as we do have about 70% more people in the crowd here than we did earlier tonight.
Join me for a moment of silence for Freddie Carino. Thank you, Freddie.
All right, there you go. A moment of silence for Fred Carino, who passed away. His brethren taking his place. Kirk Lyons, Steve Simonson, Mike Wold, all of the Chelan County Basketball Officials Association.
It's got to be a tough thing for his fellow referees that all knew him so well.
Well, I want to say Fred had at least 5-6 kids too, so I just can't
yes.
help but think about the children left behind with the absence of Freddie Carino. So our best wishes to the Carino family and to everybody surrounding Fred's life.
All right, both teams on the court, and we are just about set to go as Logan Schneider will jump it up in the center circle, and he'll be jumping up against, looks like Galindo in there for Davis. Make that Blake Garza. Tip controlled by Garza, and it's into the hands of Brandon Lee Jr. And we are underway here at game number 2, Davis and Eastmont. There's Galindo underneath. Brandon Lee Jr. wide open up and in, just like that. Easy 2 points, 2-0 Davis.
Good feed by Blake Garza, finding the open man on the weak side of the line.
Spencer Heimbinger now to Easley on the near wing, out to Monahan. Now it's Malcolm. He's going to drive, put up the nice short jumper off the glass. No good. Rebound into the hands of Blake Garza. Here's Garza now. He's going to take a 3, and it's off the rim. No good. Malcolm with the rebound. Quickly down court. Easily. The ball is tipped, and then a turnover, our first of the ball game, and Davis back the other way. Hernandez, the freshman, will control things at the point. Now to Dante Bennett-Joe, the big man. 6'6" senior. He gets hammered by Logan Schneider. Those are the kind of fouls you don't want here early on.
It was a good idea. Schneider saw that Bennett-Joe was directing traffic with his voice and then holding that ball above his head. But
it's a tough matchup, isn't it?
Yeah, Bennett-Joe's been around long enough to know and to be able to see what's happening now.
All right, on the baseline, here he is, Hernandez, only a freshman, and what a player he is. Stops the side of the post, puts up a wild shot, get it to go, and Heimbinger the rebound for the Wildcats. Now to Snyder. Down court in the key is Easley. Might have had a shot, didn't take it though. And Eastmont will reset their offense. Tyrell Malcolm. Here's the shot now. Heimbinger for 3, no good. Monahan the rebound. Nice shovel pass underneath. Easily good. Nice feed from Eamon Monahan, and we're tied at 2. Brandon Lee Jr., he's only a sophomore. Brings it down for Eastmont. A little bit of a push, but no, he stepped on the sideline, and that's a turnover on Davis. They're first, and both teams now with a turnover apiece. 2-2, 6:23 left to go first quarter. Here's Monahan, gets the ball tipped out of bounds, and Eastmont will do it again, except this time in their own end of the court.
Have you seen Davis's new gym?
I have not.
Oh my gosh,
I have
fantastic. The floor is just amazing.
Well, they were sure in need of one, that's for sure.
Yeah, they rebuilt, did a whole new high school, whole new gymnasium. Davis High School, one of the premier schools now in the Big Nine.
And Ike is no slouch either, their new school. Yeah. All right, Easley, far wing, gets it to Monahan, top of the key, shoveling the ball nicely. The Wildcats, there's Malcolm for 3, no good. Easley, the putback up and in.
Well, if Eastmont can do that tonight and take care of the offensive glass, it's going to be a good night for the Wildcats.
I think so too. Hernandez walks it up this time, goes right side over there. That's Galindo. Drives, and it's blocked by Malcolm. Into the hands of Heimbinger. Heimbinger, nice weaves through traffic into the lane. Can't get it to fall. Dante Joe clears the boards. Quickly down court to Robert Galindo off the glass. No good. Ball is loose And into the hands of Galindo, now to Hernandez. Hernandez spin move at the key. Dante Bennett Joe for three, no good. Malcolm the rebound, got his legs taken out from under him, but Eastmont controls the basketball. Heimbinger now to Malcolm. Lob pass in the corner. Monahan open three, no good. He gets hot. Eastmont could do some damage to Galindo, or I should say Garza there for the rebound. Now it's Lee. Galindo dump pass down low. Bennett Joe, and that's an offensive foul. As Snyder hurt himself. Holding that wrist, it looks like.
He's already got tape on that wrist.
Boy, and he's holding it too, like it's a little, he doesn't want to come out. He's shaking his head at Coach Juarez, and that's Logan Schneider in a nutshell.
Well, we saw that in the game against Wenatchee too, where Bennett Joe just put his shoulder down and then tried to force his way inside. Well, this officiating crew in Chelan County not going to let that happen.
Monahan misses a three easily. The long rebound, though, now into the hands of Malcolm. He's going to take the baseline jumper, no good. Rebound. It's Galindo on the floor, and the ball is knocked out by Monahan. It'll be Davis basketball. Eastmont is doing a fantastic job here early on the glass. Just great job for Eastmont. Into the game, here we talked about him, Adrian Ruffins, 6'3" sophomore. He will replace Logan Schneider, who might be just a little bit banged up as he heads to the Eastmont bench. 4-2 score. Eastmont on top just about halfway through this first quarter. Bennett Joe now to Hernandez. Top of the key, there's Garza, dumps it down on the baseline to Galindo, no good. Nice rebound by Ruffins. He has it taken away by Bennett Joe. Joe up good, and he's fouled. One little head fake, and you got a couple of Eastmont defenders off their feet. And this will be on Ethan Easley, and both teams now, or I should say Eastmont with 2 team fouls, Davis with 1. Dante Bennett Jones at the free throw line, trying to complete this three-point play. Right-handed shooter on the way good.
Ruffins kind of mistimed his jump on that rebound attempt. That gave Bennett Joe a chance to strip the ball away from him.
Heimbinger now to Ruffins. Brings a bigger presence into the lineup for Eastmont as the ball is tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Wildcat ball. 5-4 Davis on top by 1.
2 lead changes, 2 ties already, Grant.
I think it's going to be that kind of night. I really do. Monahan now, far side, easily on the wing. He's going to put up the bomb. It's good! 7 points, all of them. Ethan Easley here for Eastmont in this first quarter. Wildcats take a 2-point lead. Hernandez directing traffic, drives to the free throw line, puts the shot up, but we've got a foul before the shot.
Yeah, they're going to call a hand check outside on Heimbinger.
3 team fouls now on Eastmont, 1 on Davis here in this first quarter with 3:49 left to go, opening period.
We talked about that, can't afford to get in foul trouble.
Lob pass, inbounds off the glass. Dante Joe, it's good.
Well, they've got that height advantage inside, and they're taking advantage of it last 2 times down the floor.
That may have gone off Malcolm's foot, and it did, out of bounds. It'll be Davis basketball, tied at 7s. Boy, this Big 9 is just so closely packed, the top 3 or 4 teams, isn't it?
Yes. Look out.
Bennett Joe from NBA range, no good, and Heimbinger the rebound. Quickly across half court. 1-2-2 zone defense right now by Davis. Here's Easley, open for 3 again, it's good!
Look out.
10 points for Easley in this first quarter. Hernandez, 10-7 Eastmont lead, stops inside the free throw line. Jumper no good. Malcolm about got his head taken off there.
Got clobbered by Galindo on the rebound.
Galindo picks up his first 2 team fouls now. Into the lineup for Eastmont is Nick Wiersma. Wiersma, 5'8" senior, as Heimbinger heads to the Eastmont bench.
3 defensive rebounds and a block so far by Tyrell Malcolm.
Had a heck of a first quarter. Eastmont has done a great job on the
my goodness,
carrying the ball there. So that's a turnover on Eastmont. You don't get to see that called very often, do you?
You don't, and it's surprising when you do see it.
It is.
You know, being old-fashioned, I call that all the time. So, well, you could call it travel there, but they don't.
Right.
Well, they did tonight.
Turnaround shot underneath. Garza, no good. Ruffins, a nice job underneath, but it goes off Ruffins. He's really doing a nice job blocking out Bennett Joe, and now the referees changed the call. I think that's the right one.
Had the vision of it, said it went off of Bennett Joe out of bounds, so it's out to Eastmont.
And I think that's the right call. So Eastmont has it. Here's Wiersma across the timeline, has it tipped a bit. Monahan picks it up. Now far side Easley. Chasing zone defense by Davis as Lee kicks it. And that'll be a fresh shot clock for the Wildcats.
Well, here comes Logan Schneider back in the game, so he had that wrist headed too. Looks like he's going to be okay.
He'll replace Ruffins in the lineup. Ruffins, by the way, is only a sophomore, so he's getting some nice experience this year for the Wildcats. Tyrell Malcolm now to Wiersma. Just a chasing zone defense by Davis here in the early going. Nice baseline pass. Malcolm easily up and good.
Beautiful find inside by the Eastmont offense, working that ball around well.
5-point Wildcat lead. Here's Bennett Joe now, top of the key, knocks Logan Snyder to his back. Ball is picked up loosely. It's Monahan, now Wiersma hands it off to Malcolm. Tyrell Malcolm takes the shot, no good, and this time the rebound into the hands of Hernandez. Down court, Garza! Wow! Malcolm in the air that time. Holy.
He's got to watch his head on the ceiling here.
Holy.
He could jump out of this gym. Holy.
Well, I saw him in warm-ups with a few dunks, which you're not supposed to do, and they were amazing. So this kid can jump.
Before the officials got out here, I'm sure.
It was. Blake Garza at the line, misses his first attempt. All 12 points for Eastmont scored by Ethan Easley in this first quarter. Garza, second one, it's good. 12-8 ball game. Wiersma left open. He's going to take the three, no good. Bennett Joe had it, knocked out of his hands, picked up by Lee. Down court quickly. Here's Garza, shovel pass. Finnegan Anderson in the game, and he takes the shot, no good. Rebound to Malcolm. Finnegan Anderson, by the way, 6'3" sophomore for Davis. Now Easley's had the hot hand, can't get that one to go. Rebound underneath, Bennett Joe had it. Snyder comes up with it, can't get it to go. And now Monahan kicks it out to Malcolm. Gets a Davis player off his feet, and then Garza. As the players have a few words, Malcolm and Garza on after that block. He can get off the floor too.
There's some athletes on the floor tonight, Grant.
Eric Navarro checks in for Davis, 6'2" senior for Eastmont. Brooks Travato comes in, and he'll replace Tyrell Malcolm, who's had just an outstanding first quarter. Brooks Travato has been injured a lot of this season, so we haven't really seen a lot of him yet, Eric.
Tyrell Malcolm going to the bench area, and he is hot, and Coach Juarez having to cool him down right now.
Eastmont will have it underneath their own basket. 24 on the shot clock. Monahan, now it's Travato. Looks for some help, finds Logan Snyder. Back out to Wiersma. Good ball movement by the Wildcats here. Monahan, Wiersma. Head fake, drives in, and he's tied up by Bennett Joe at the free throw line. And this will be Davis basketball.
Well, Bennett
or will
Joe
it be? No, it's Eastmont ball. Sorry, Eric.
Ball?
Yeah.
Possession arrow going to Eastmont here. But Bennett Joe, man, he is so adept at just where the ball is and getting his hands there.
He's got good hands for a big man,
really
too, doesn't he? Baseline, Wiersma. Monahan quickly. Travato on the baseline. Here's Easley going to put up the jumper. Good. How about this quarter for Ethan Easley? He is beating Davis himself here in this first quarter. 44 seconds left in the period. Quick moving first quarter. Bennett Joe now to Anderson. Down low, it's Garza working against a much shorter Easley. Bennett Joe spins at the free throw line, gets Snyder off his feet, no good. Rebound by Davis, though. It's Navarro, kicks it out to Lee. Garza drives, kicks it out now. Here's Navarro. He won't take the shot. No, he does. In the lane, it's short, no good. Gets his own rebound, though. Another shot taken. 18 seconds. Garza for three. Good. 14-11. 10 seconds. Monahan. Here's Wiersma. Travato kicks it. Monahan. Baseline three. Good. down court at the buzzer. Lee almost got it to go, and that will end our first quarter of play. A good one for the home team. It's Eastmont 17 and Davis 11. We're back with more basketball in 30 seconds.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Broadcast also brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy. You can find them online at biosports.net. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And Eric Granstrom, a very entertaining first quarter and a good one for the homestanding Wildcats.
Yeah, they're getting, of course, one guy has been the wrecking crew for Eastmont, but also they've out-rebounded Davis in that first quarter, 12-7.
Second quarter underway. It's Bennett Joe in the lane. Turnaround shot short, no good. Easley the rebound. And what a quarter for Ethan Easley. 14 points in the game. Heimbinger, no look pass. Turnaround shot. Monahan. It's good.
Well, the combo of Monahan and Easley, Eastmont is looking good so far.
3 players have scored for Davis and 2 for Eastmont so far in this game. Bennett Joe down low, working on Logan Snyder, and an offensive charge is called on Dante Bennett Joe, number 2 on him, and that's a big one.
Well, again, good position by Eastmont down underneath, and I think that was Snyder, wasn't it, down underneath there, and Bennett Joe just turns. If he just goes up, he's fine, but he goes into the player and then goes up.
He's got a 5-inch height advantage over Logan Snyder.
He just can't do that.
Eastmont an 8-point lead, 19-11. Monahan now to Heimbinger. Once again, a chasing 1-2-2 zone defense by Davis. Monahan kicks it back. Heimbinger's left open. He's going to take the shot off the back of the rim. No good. Garza comes up with the rebound for Davis. Now it's Lee. Back to Garza. Thought about the long shot. It's going to take easily to the basket. Pass inside. And it's a turnover picked off there by Travato. Travato to Monahan. A little bit of contact there. And finally, Finnegan Anderson is going to be called for the personal foul. And that's his first, and both teams now with 4 team fouls here in this first half. Monahan side out. Coach Eli Juarez is about as upset as I've ever seen him, actually.
He's asking for the officials to watch it physically underneath
Monahan,
the group.
Eric downtown. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
Missed it off the front of the rim, and we've got a foul on the ensuing rebound, and it's Logan Snyder who picks up his second.
Physical game so far, Grant.
Boy, it really is. As Tyrell Malcolm comes back in, Brooks Travato to the bench. Also, Adrian Ruffins checks in, and he'll replace Logan Snyder in the Eastmont lineup. I like the lineup with Malcolm and Ruffins in there. Gives them a little length underneath. 6:40 left to go before halftime. Got a good one. Eastmont up by 8, 19-11. Galindo overhead pass to Anderson. Top of the key. Looks for help. Finds it in Brandon Lee Jr. Nice ball moving, dribbling by Lee. Here's the shot taken, and it's good. Hernandez.
Yeah, you got to watch it if Cesar Hernandez heats up here for Davis.
Just a prolific scorer, isn't he? Here's Tyrell Malcolm. 3, good! The third three-pointer of this half for Eastmont, and it's a 9-point Wildcat lead, 22-13.
Beautiful pass.
Shot won't go, though. It's Galindo. Malcolm streaking down court. Eastmont's got numbers. Malcolm off the glass. It's good. How about that? Coach Juarez wants timeout. 5:51 left to go. Second quarter. Eastmont 24 and Davis 13. We're back in 30.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
So an upset possibly in the making. I know it's early on here at Eastmont High School, but the Wildcats lead Davis, who are on a 14-game winning streak. The score right now, 24-13. Eastmont's doing everything right so far in this first half.
Yes, they are. The big question, can they maintain this for 4 quarters? They've shown that they can get ahead of really good teams in the Big Nine. It's just holding on to that lead in the second half.
And they had the lead just last Tuesday here on Davis at the break and ended up losing that one. Lee with it now out of the timeout. To Hernandez, been quiet so far tonight. Lost the ball, got it back.
And Bennett Joe on the bench right now.
Here's Galindo, tried to force that one. Ball was kicked, so Eastmont will have it on the side out. Substitution for Eastmont, Reese Gallagher in the game.
No, they're going to say Davis basketball.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
As Gallagher comes in, Ethan Easley will take a break on the Eastmont bench. Hernandez will inbounds. All the way in the backcourt, Malcolm. Almost a bit of a foul there, got away with it. Finnegan Anderson under the basket, had his shot blocked, got his own rebound, back up and in.
They missed, the officials missed about 3 fouls there, Grant.
Gallagher out to Heimbinger now as he barks out the play to his teammates. 5:10 left to go before halftime. Monahan to a cutting Gallagher, good!
Beautiful find by Monahan.
Down low, here's Finnegan Anderson, gets it out to Garza. Trying to go one-on-one, I believe, with Gallagher. Decides not to and kicks it out to Hernandez. 4:49 left to go, second quarter. Hernandez now on the baseline. Anderson thought about the shot. Now he's going to try and drive in a little bit. In some trouble as Malcolm stole it away. And Eastmont back the other way. 2-on-1. Layup. No good by Heimbinger. Ball is loose. Monahan picks it up. And now it's Malcolm with it. Near side wing, Monahan. And the pass by Ruffins. And Monahan quit driving to the basket. And that's a turnover.
Yep. Tried for the give and go.
Galindo for 3, no good. Another nice job of blocking out, but the ball is tapped out to Hernandez. Pass underneath, no look. Anderson, good. What a pass by Hernandez. Man. So we approach 4 minutes now left to go, second quarter. Heimbinger. What a quick defense this is, this trapping zone. 26-15, Eastmont up by 11. Malcolm, nice pass. There's Gallagher wide open on the baseline, shoots it short. And Galindo comes up with the rebound. Outlet, Hernandez on the baseline.
Look
Brandon
out.
Lee Jr. for 3, no good. The ball is picked up by Malcolm and then knocked out of bounds by Anderson, and it'll be Eastmont basketball. Logan Schneider back in for Adrian Ruffins. I like the way Coach Juarez is substituting in and out here in this first half. Coach George Juarez. I guess I have to make that clear here in this game, which coach I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. There was a question about the scoreboard, and I think they got it right now.
Yeah, I don't think they gave them the last points. That's right. Malcolm back up on the putback, no good. And then Anderson's tied up by Monahan, and the possession will go to Davis. But a nice job by Monahan just to get his hands on that one. Boy, wide open shot on the baseline, just couldn't get it to fall. 9-point Eastmont lead. 3:20 left to go before half. Davis with it. Here's Anderson working man-to-man on Schneider. Now the shot taken, top of the key, no good. Another nice rebound, Eastmont. Monahan to Malcolm. Malcolm gets the defender off his feet, off the glass, just can't get it to go, and Anderson clears the boards for Davis. To Hernandez, quickly out, Brandon Lee Jr. off the rim, no good. Long rebound, there's Hernandez, up and no good, and he was hit on the arm as he went in.
Still on the floor, too, is Cesar Hernandez. Tyrell Malcolm picks up his second personal foul.
I thought that was on Schneider. Schneider's the one that jumped up and hit him as he went down the lane, but they call it on Malcolm. Okay.
Well, that's true. That'll send Cesar Hernandez to the free throw line. Has not attempted a free throw yet tonight and has 2 points. First one good.
Tyrell Malcolm with a big smile on his face, shaking his head down on the block right now, going, how did I get that foul?
It's fortunate for Eastmont. That'd have been number 3 on Snyder. Hernandez made the first. Here's the second, also good. 26-19. Eastmont is led by as many as 11 here in this game. And there's another turnover as Davis gets it. It's Brandon Lee now to Hernandez. Always got to keep your eye on him. Free throw line, Galindo. He's going to take the shot. No good. And Heimbigner runs down that rebound to Snyder. Eastmont looking to get down court quickly in this game. There's Monahan, and that's going to be called an offensive foul as Galindo had position underneath.
Nice job by Robert Galindo to just establish himself in the paint. Take that charge. Eastmont got to watch themselves here over the last 2:25. They led, as you mentioned, double figures at one point, but in danger here.
And 7 fouls, so Davis shooting free throws the rest of this quarter. Brandon Lee Jr. shovel pass far side to Finnegan Anderson underneath Garza. Nice dump pass to Brandon Lee. Double pump, good.
Beautiful find by Davis as they're being unselfish right now on the offensive end.
Monahan for the Wildcats. Under 2 minutes now left to go in this half. Monahan dribbles it off his foot, and then almost a steal by Hernandez. Kid doesn't play like a freshman, does he, Eric?
No, definitely not.
He lit it up that night we did that game with Wenatchee. It was amazing. All right, Monahan inbounds, side out in front of the student section of Eastmont.
But he finished with 30-some points.
He did, 31, and there's a travel by Heimbigner, and I've got that as 6 turnovers now in this half, 5. Minute 44 left to go, second quarter. 5-point Eastmont lead. It's been a good one.
Yeah, Eastmont's been a while here, stuck at 26 points.
Hernandez, beautiful pass underneath the Lee, kicks it out. There's Anderson, the shot. And the rebound to Malcolm. Davis has been cold this entire first half. A steal and underneath all by himself. Galindo! Malcolm the block, but put back up and in by Brandon Lee Jr. What a block. Boy, Malcolm can just get off the floor. It's amazing.
3 blocks for him, but Eastmont has been quiet, and Davis has cut the lead to 3.
There's Monahan. Turnaround jumper is good. He's got 7 now in this half, easily yet to score here in this second quarter. Under a minute now. Finnegan Anderson on the baseline, off the glass, up and in. Anderson with 6 points off the bench for Davis here in this second quarter. Monahan again with the shot, no good. Garza the rebound. And Davis with a 3 can tie this up. There's Hernandez all the way to the basket. Good. 1-point game just like that. Heimbigner back the other way. A floater in the lane, not even close to the rim, and it goes out of bounds off a Pirate. I believe that's the shot that Coach Juarez wants Eastmont taking here with 31 seconds left. 2-second differential, by the way, shot clock and game clock.
Last 4 minutes have been all Davis.
It really has. Right, the ball didn't hit the rim. Eastmont will have it. 23 seconds on the play, or shot clock rather. So an 8-second differential. Gallagher brings it in. The ball is kicked by Galindo.
Oh, so much for that shot clock. He just kicked it, so they
right,
reset it.
Right. All right, we'll do this over again. Gallagher to bring it in for the Wildcats. Does so to Snyder. Baseline shot, no good. Hernandez the rebound. Down court, Malcolm with that leaping ability. Blocked that pass out of bounds. Gosh, this kid can just get off the floor.
Love to see him in track, huh?
Boy, I guess.
I don't know if he's a high jumper or not, but holy cow.
23.4 seconds. Davis with it, down by 1, can take the lead here. And Eastmont has pretty much led throughout this half. To Brandon Lee Jr. 12 seconds left, second quarter. Brandon Lee Jr. to the basket, can't get the roll. Malcolm with the rebound, outlet to Monahan. Here's Gallagher, all the way to the basket, good! And that will do it for this half. What a great half of basketball as Eastmont at the break leads Davis by a score of 30-27. Stats and much more coming your way for our halftime show right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We will take a 2-minute timeout and we'll come right back.
To achieve greatness once, it's not the end of the journey. It is only the beginning. Introducing the next all-electric super truck. The revolutionary GMC Hummer EV SUV. Reserve one now while they last.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Swing by today and get road trip ready with our always free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Olson alongside Eric Granstrom, and we are at the halftime of our second game of our doubleheader tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. Eastmont leads the Davis Pirates 30-27. And Eric, first thing that jumps out at you, this is a low-scoring game. I think a lot lower scoring than most people would think.
Well, Eastmont at one point for a second had a 13-point lead in that second quarter, and the Davis came all the way back, almost tied it before the end of the first half. So Eastmont just, their offense went away, and Easley, Monahan, they both missed some shots, and then there was really not much productivity happening out of Eastmont's end until right before half.
Right, and you know what was key, I think, was the coach Juarez, Eli Juarez's timeout when Eastmont was up by those 13, and then Davis came storming back. But Eastmont has done an outstanding job on the glass tonight and being aggressive underneath the basket, and that's what you got to do against Davis.
Absolutely, and you notice that Davis made that run towards the end of the second half. Dante Bennett-Joe was on the bench the entire time.
He was.
He wasn't even out there.
Yeah.
So, and that's, I think, key for Davis is to show that they can make it, and they were getting inside shots. They were getting drives. They were getting offensive rebounds, putbacks, that type of thing. And, you know, it's not your usual culprits that's coming through for Davis. They're playing well as a team, again, in that final 4 minutes of the first half. Now, Eastmont, meanwhile, they got out to a big lead because of Easley and Monahan shooting well from outside.
Easily, amazing first quarter with 14 points for Eastmont, and then didn't score any in that second. But like you said, it was kind of a tale of two quarters. Davis kind of dominated the end of the second quarter, and that got him back into this game. But it's been an outstanding game plan by Eastmont, and I think what you need to do against Davis, Eastmont has controlled the tempo in this first half.
Well, and the big point, too, is we talked about foul situation. Eastmont in pretty good shape here, foul-wise, heading into the second half with only a couple of guys with a couple of fouls. So if they can continue to be aggressive, they can continue to be physical, down low, especially when Bennett Joe gets down there, and then just also stand your ground. He's got 2 offensive fouls on charges where Eastmont Schneider just stood his ground, and Bennett Joe tried to go right through him.
And you know, one thing I've noticed about Dante Bennett Joe is every time he has it down low, it's always one head fake, and then he goes up. He never goes up right when he gets it. So if Eastmont can kind of get that in their head, it's going to be a head fake first.
Absolutely.
That could help them here in the second half, too.
And, of course, the key, we talked about it here several times in that first half, where Eastmont last 2 games in a row against Davis on Tuesday, against West Valley last night, had the lead at halftime but didn't hold on to it. Well, here we go again. They're up by 3 here at the half.
I'm sure that's what Coach George Juarez is telling them right now. Now we need to finish this game, and that's hopefully what for Eastmont, that's what they do here in this second half. We will take another break, and we'll come back and look at all the stats from that first half as our halftime show continues right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll be back after this.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön. Hi, folks. Welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chair on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great. I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Halftime here at Eastmont High School, where the Wildcats lead the Davis Pirates 30-27 in that first half. And take a look at our halftime stats here. As Eastmont outscored Davis in the first quarter 17-11, the Pirates countered with a 16-13 edge in the second quarter. Eastmont up 30-27 here at halftime. Unofficial totals in that first half of play. First for the visitors, the Davis Pirates. They're led 3 players with 6 points each. Brandon Lee was 6, Cesar Hernandez was 6, and Finnegan Anderson off the bench was 6. Blake Garza has 4 points, Dante Bennett Joe with 5 in that first half for the Pirates. They were 4 of 5 from the free throw line, and unofficially the Pirates with 3 turnovers in that first half, and they were, as I mentioned, 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, for the Eastmont Wildcats, they're led by the game-high 14 points of Ethan Easley. In all 14 in the first quarter. Eamon Monahan with 7 points, 5 for Tyrell Malcolm and 4 for Reese Gallagher. Off the bench for the Wildcats, Eastmont was 6 turnovers in that first half of play. And believe it or not, Eastmont did not attempt a free throw in the first half. Now, as far as the boards are concerned, Eastmont has the edge here at halftime, 20-15 on the rebounding. 8 rebounds for Tyrell Malcolm and 3 blocked shots, as Tyrell is jumping out of the gym here tonight. to lead the way for Eastmont. The leading rebounder for Davis is Blake Garza with 4. He also has a block. The Pirates again with 15 rebounds. We've had 3 lead changes, 3 ties. Eastmont's largest lead was 13. Davis' largest lead was 2. So we have second half action coming your way. Coming up, we'll take a quick 30-second break. Come back, second half action on the way here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Courtside as we were just about set to start the second half of our doubleheader basketball game. Score at halftime is Eastmont 30 and Davis 27. Eastmont with the basketball here to start this second half. And I guess the question is, can Eastmont hold on to this lead and break Davis's 14-game winning streak?
Should have been an offensive push called right there, no call.
Here's Easley under the basket. Passed in the baseline. Monahan, tough shot. He had to go over the backboard to get that one even to get close, and it didn't.
That's one you try when you're playing horse in the backyard.
Right, exactly. So Davis, their first possession here of this second half, down by 3, 30-27. Garza working on Easley. Now to Bennett Joe. Jump step, stops at the free throw line. Bennett Joe has it again. Now he's going to drive, and he's cut off by Schneider. Schneider works him over a little bit. No good. And the rebound to Tyrell Malcolm.
9 rebounds tonight for Malcolm.
He has had a game. Easily the big first quarter. Here's Malcolm now. Bombs away. Good. Wow. He's got 8, and Eastmont extends the lead to 6. Lee Jr. now to Hernandez. He's been very quiet offensively so far.
Schneider, by the way, has played Bennett Joe very well.
He really has. Well, he's not going to get out muscled, that's for sure. Here's that matchup again. Bennett Joe off the glass, good, and Schneider will pick up that foul. That's number 3 on Logan Schneider.
That was a good call. I've only got him for, that is 3. All right.
Did you notice doing the stats, Eastmont didn't shoot a free throw in that first half?
Yeah, I mentioned that.
All right, Bennett Joe, he is 1 of 1 so far on the night. Trying to complete the three-point play and does. Just like that, back to a three-point Eastmont lead, 33-30. Easley, now to Schneider. Back out Heimbinger, calls out the play for the Wildcats, gets it far wing to Monahan. Dumps it down low to Malcolm. Steps away, puts up the shot from the baseline. Good. He's in double figures now for Eastmont with 10. Hernandez drives to the basket. There's Malcolm.
Whistle came before the block, but my gosh, this guy can jump.
Spencer Heimbinger with the foul. That's number 2 on him.
Eastmont's got to watch their foul situation here in the ball game.
Already 2 here in this third quarter, 6:19 on the clock. Hernandez at the line. He is 2 for 2 on the night. First one on the way, good. If I remember right, Eric, going back to last Friday, this kid had a night at the line against Wenatchee, too.
He did.
Second free throw, also money. So, bench warner, you may have heard that to Coach Eli Juarez, or at least one of his assistants.
Well, Eli was chewing on Mike Wold, one of our officials, for that entire free throw session. And finally, there was some words exchanged, and Steve Simonson says, no, we're not going to have that.
And Snyder missed the shot, got his own rebound, puts it back in good. His first points of the night.
It's about the most I've seen Logan shoot in a ball game.
It is. 37-32, 5-point Wildcat lead. Bennett Joe on the baseline, working against Snyder. Throws up a tough shot, no good. Malcolm the rebound, and he streaks down court. Kicks it out, Monahan, left open, three, good! And Monahan has 10, it's 40-32, and Eli Juarez wants to talk things over. 5:37 left to go here, third quarter. Eastmont 40 and Davis 32. We're back here courtside in 30 seconds. Stay with us. On the NCWLIFE Channel, also brought to you by Charter College. They work. That's right. To get you to work. Find out how to enroll today at chartercollege.edu. We're back to live action. Davis with it out of that timeout. Brandon Lee Jr. far wing dribbles out of traffic and now to Garza. Back out Hernandez, looks for a screen, stops free throw line. What a move. Shot no good though, and the rebound into the hands of Eamon Monahan.
Eastmont continues doing a good job of cleaning up the glass here tonight.
And that ball went off the hands of Easley and out of bounds. And that will be Davis basketball as Finnegan Anderson checks in for the freshman. No, he doesn't. He checks in for Galindo. Hernandez, he doesn't take a breather very often out there, does he? Brandon Lee Jr. works one-on-one against Heimbinger as Eastmont has been man-to-man throughout this game. Double teamed on the baseline, and then a reach-in foul by Malcolm on the baseline. That's a big one too, Eric. 3 fouls now on Tyrell Malcolm.
I get the aggressive opportunity there, but there's no need for that reach.
Finnegan will bring it in, does so to Garza, back down to the sophomore. You got Malcolm off his feet, didn't take the shot though.
Boy, that could have been 4th foul right there.
And that would have been huge in this stage of the game with 4:58 left third quarter, 8-point Eastmont lead.
I don't see Coach Juarez going for everybody on the bench.
Brandon Lee Jr. with the dribble, picked up there by Monahan. Tough shot, Monahan blocks it, goes out of bounds, and it'll remain Davis basketball. That was a force by Lee on the baseline. 16 on the shot clock for the Pirates. Ooh, Monahan had Hernandez right under the basket, couldn't get it to him. Now it's Bennett Joe working on Logan Snyder. Bennett Joe to the basket, forced up another one. Easley the rebound. 2-on-2 as Heimbinger slows it up. Now Easley under the basket, in and out, no good. Back up, Easley, good. And he's got 16 to lead all scorers in the game.
6 rebounds for Eastmont this quarter, 0 for Davis.
Wow. 10-point double-digit lead for the Wildcats here. Here's Hernandez floater. It's good. What a pretty shot that is. He's got a 10 now.
What a freshman.
Heimbinger, baseline shot no good. Ball is loose. It goes off Monahan and out of bounds. It'll be Pirate basketball. He's just smooth, isn't he, Hernandez?
He is.
And he can stop on a dime, kind of like Steph Curry does when he takes that shot. He can stop so quickly. Here he is, the freshman Hernandez with it. Working on Heimbinger, dumps it out to Garza, back out Hernandez. Now down low, Bennett Joe on the baseline, reverse layup, good.
Yeah, that's a good idea by Davis to go to Bennett Joe. They know that Schneider's out there playing with 3 fouls.
Malcolm the long shot, Monahan had it and lost it into the hands of Bennett Joe. 6-point Eastmont lead, 3:36 left third. Bennett Joe, 3, it's good. 13 now in the ball game for the big man, Dante Bennett Joe, and it's a 3-point game. Monahan tried to force it that time and then ends up getting tied up on the floor by Bennett Joe. Possession will go to Eastmont, I believe. So you want to mention that, Eric?
Just handed this from Russ Waterman, Eastmont Athletic Director. Congratulations to Eastmont's cheer squad. That's why they're not here.
That's why they're not here.
Participating in the state tournament. Second place in state in the 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A non-tumbling medium category. So
good
congratulations.
For them.
That's
congratulations.
awesome.
And Davis throws it away. Hernandez, a very uncharacteristic turnover. And that's the first of this quarter for Davis. Heimbinger comes out. Back in there is Nick Wiersma for the Wildcats. 3-point Eastmont lead as we touch 3 minutes now. Left to go, third quarter. Underneath, there's Malcolm, and it's stolen away by Hernandez. Back the other way.
Offensive foul. Wow.
He was pushing off with that left arm, and I think that's the right call. I really do. So Hernandez picks up his first. And that's only the first team foul on Davis here in this second half. Side out Wildcats. It's Monahan. So he works one-on-one against Eric Navarro. And Navarro a little bit too aggressive there, and I think he's going to get the holding call, and it is.
Eric Navarro.
So that's his first.
He was handsy.
He was handsy there.
Can't do that.
Wiersma into Monahan. 2:47 left to go, third quarter. Chased by Navarro. Monahan jumps over everyone, takes the shot off the back of the rim, no good. Anderson the rebound. Hernandez tried a lob pass to Bennett Joe, but a nice defensive play by Wiersma to knock it out.
Matthew, careful down there. Matthew tried to help him get the basketball and
almost knocked the camera over.
He had his headphones still plugged in, nearly took the whole thing over.
Here's Garza. Once again, Bennett Joe down low, up and in. Might want to think about fronting him with somebody else on defense. I don't know.
The problem is you got your two guys that are out there with 3 fouls right now, with both Malcolm and Schneider playing with 3.
Malcolm, a little runner in the lane. Good. 12 points now for Tyrell Malcolm in this one, and it's a 3-point Eastmont lead. Bennett Joe had it stolen away by Malcolm. Nice defensive play by Eastmont.
Well, there's your double team on him that you were just talking about, Grant.
Under 2 minutes, Wiersma, the drive, can't get the layup to go easily, had his hands on it. And then Malcolm tried to save it. Did it go off Garza, though? No, it's off Malcolm, and it will be Davis basketball.
Good hustle attempt play by Malcolm to try to chase that down, but just one of those 50-50 balls and went the other way.
This is the best game we've seen Malcolm play since we've been doing games this year by far. Hernandez picks up his dribble to Anderson. Dante Bennett-Joe left alone at the free throw line, and Snyder muscled him there. And this will be Logan Snyder's 4th personal foul. And quickly it's Adrian Ruffins off the bench for Snyder. I think he's got a bloody nose to go along with it.
Yeah, because after he got called for the foul, Bennett Joe just throws an elbow right in his nose.
There's Ruffins with that block on Bennett Joe from behind. And a kicked basketball, and it will remain Eastmont ball.
I think that's 2 blocks on shots by Bennett Joe.
And Ruffins can jump just about like Malcolm can. I watched him in warm-ups as well. All right, Eastmont, fresh shot clock. Wiersma with it, setting up the Wildcat offense. Between the leg dribble, aggressively guarded there by Hernandez. Here's Easley now as he goes to the basket. And it's going to be an offensive charge as Easley picks up his second. With 1:19 now left to go, third quarter. 5 team fouls on Eastmont, 2 so far this half on Davis. Once again, fairly low scoring third quarter here. As Davis with the basketball, down by 3. Hernandez kicks it out. Navarro, quick ball move by the Pirates, and then Malcolm knocks that shot by Anderson into the bleachers. And he's feeling it here tonight, no doubt about that. Tyrell Malcolm.
4 blocks for Malcolm in the game.
Inside, Bennett Joe. Malcolm off his feet, and that might be, or is it Ruffins?
Ruffins, I think, is going to get the foul. If that's...
Looks like before the shot, too. Let's see who it is, and it is Ruffins. That's a break for the Wildcats right there.
Definitely so.
Navarro now into Hernandez, under a minute left to go third quarter. Wiersma a little bit too aggressive on the baseline.
That's going to put Davis at the free throw line. That's huge.
Davis will be shooting free throws the rest of this game now, and that is big. And Davis only has 2 team fouls so far in the second half. Hernandez, he's been money at the free throw line, 4 of 4 so far tonight with 10 points. Free throw good. Eastmont has still not shot a free throw yet in this game, Eric. I don't know if I've ever seen that through 3 quarters before.
Definitely not. Especially with the way this game, how physically it's been played.
Navarro to the bench, also Dante Bennett-Joe. I should say Navarro in for Bennett-Joe. That's a good substitution.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Eli Juarez knows about protecting his players.
Hernandez to cut this lead to 1, and he does. 44-43, 50 seconds left to go third quarter. This has got all the makings of a great finish. Easily hands it off. Wiersma thought about the long shot and now backs away from it. Instead drives into the lane, has his shot blocked. Not the best shot selection that time for Eastmont. Hernandez back the other way, and where is it? On the floor.
Stripped.
Garza picks it up to Lee, throws up an air ball, no good, and now it's Malcolm. 1-on-1 against Navarro, layup good! How about that? Tyrell Malcolm.
Malcolm with a smile on his face like, yeah, this is my house.
Having a game of his career here tonight. 14 points for Malcolm, trying to complete the 3-point play now as Eastmont up by 3, 46-43. Free throw on the way, good. 10 points this quarter for Tyrell Malcolm, and he has single-handedly kept Eastmont up in this ball game. It's now a 4-point lead, 14 seconds left to go.
Watch Hernandez here.
Monahan comes out on him. Now he gets a screen, does get around Monahan. Takes the shot, it's a tough one, no good. Back up and good, right at the buzzer, Hernandez. That'll do it. 3 quarters of play, and don't go anywhere. Our score heading into the fourth quarter, Eastmont 47 and Davis 45. Back for the final period in 30 seconds.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Quarters in the books here at Eastmont High School, and we've got a great one here in the second game of our doubleheader. It's Eastmont leading Davis heading into this final quarter, 47-45. Eastmont with the ball to begin the fourth quarter, and here we go.
Davis outscored Eastmont 18-17 in the third quarter.
Boy, these teams are so evenly matched tonight. It's just amazing. Foul on the floor, and it's on Robert Galindo, and that's his second. Davis with 4 team fouls. Remember, Eastmont has 7, so Davis will go to the line this entire period after a foul. Heimbinger. Spencer Heimbinger, 5'10 senior on this Wildcat team, to Monahan. Here's Easley. Back to Heimbinger, top of the key, Malcolm with it. He wants to drive. He can just jump over everybody if he wants to. No good. Monahan had his hands on it, and then Bennett-Joe knocks it out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock for the Wildcats.
Eastmont's out-rebounded Davis in this ballgame, 27-18.
Who would have thought that, too?
I wouldn't have.
That's exactly what Coach Juarez, George Juarez, said they had to do. Here's Easley now to bring it in bounds, and it's stolen away. Hernandez, though, luckily falls down for Eastmont, and they get it back.
So no possession change there. The shot clock down to 8.
Better hurry. Heimbinger just took a peek at it. Now it's Malcolm on the baseline. Who's got the shot off? No one.
They weren't aware of the shot clock. It didn't reset because there wasn't a possession change in that interchange out there towards midcourt, so the clock continued to tick down. Big turnover for Eastmont.
It was, because Davis can tie or take the lead here on this possession. Here's Garza underneath, and I think Easley got a piece of it. I think he got a piece of the arm too, though.
Third foul on Easley.
And that'll send Blake Garza to the free throw line for Davis. Garza, 6'4", sophomore for these Pirates. Free throw on the way, off the front of the rim, no good. Still the same score, 47-45, as Garza gets set for his second on the way. This time it's good. Garza has 5 in the ball game. 1 point Eastmont lead, it's Easley. To Heimbinger now, top of the key, sets the offense. To Ruffins, looks down low, can't find anyone. Back out to Tyrell Malcolm. Now here's Heimbinger, has Monahan down low, but he's posted up against a taller Garza, and then Easley almost lost it in the lane and finally does. Galindo back the other way, and almost a foul on Tyrell, and another putback, no good. Eastmont has numbers here. It's Heimbinger. Floater in the lane, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, though, and it's to Monahan. Now Heimbinger shuffles it back. Monahan, quick baseline shot, no good. Hernandez the rebound.
Eastmont's a little out of control here offensively.
Take a little more time on the offensive end. Hernandez lays it, floats in the air. Can't get that shot as he falls hard to the floor. Bennett Joe, as he goes to the basket, and Tyrell Malcolm greets him there, but a foul before that. That is a big foul right there. It's Ethan Easley's 4th personal. So now Logan Schneider and Ethan Easley with 4. Tyrell Malcolm with 3. And no one in foul trouble for Davis yet. Dante Bennett Joe at the free throw line.
And he doesn't miss.
He's 2 for 2 so far in this game.
I was trying to jinx him there, Grant.
Well, we'll see here, Eric. Oh, not yet. We are tied at 47 as Logan Snyder comes back in. Adrian Ruffins to the bench for the Wildcats. Bennett Joe, the big 6'6" senior. Second free throw. You're right, Eric. He's money at that line. Davis now with the 1 point lead, 48-47. Heimbinger barks out the play to his teammates. Right side on the wing, Monahan holds it over his head. Other side of the court, now Heimbinger. Back out top of the key, Tyrell Malcolm gonna take the 3, no good. There's Monahan with the putback, and we've got a foul on the arm. Garza thought he had all ball there. And it's before the shot. And Blake Garza will pick up just his first foul.
Yeah, Davis in great shape foul-wise.
They've only got 9 in the entire game, Eric. That's pretty unbelievable. Here's Monahan. Gets it into Heimbinger. 5:45 left to go, 4th quarter. Davis up by 1. Monahan now to Easley. Quick ball movement near side. It's Heimbinger over the head. Back to Malcolm to Easley. Monahan wants to drive and had it stolen away from him by Galindo.
5 turnovers this second half for Eastmont.
And Hernandez will come down slowly again for Davis. Very deliberate now are the Pirates on these offensive possessions. Look at Hernandez, just glides to the basket. Good.
Yeah, lull the defense to sleep there, Grant.
Amazing player. Heimbinger almost had it stolen away there. Bennett Joe, I believe, will pick up the reach-in foul, and now he is really the only player that is in foul trouble for Davis. He's got 3. But one more foul, and Eastmont will be shooting free throws too.
Got to stay aggressive on the offensive end here.
Eastmont can't let this slip away from them here, point-wise. They need to stay within 2 or 3 here.
Oh, goodness.
Snyder open, takes the shot, no good. No reach over the back call there. Boy, he surely did. And now it's Malcolm with it. Underneath Schneider, the shot up and in.
Beautiful find by Tyrell Malcolm. Schneider standing all by himself down underneath the bucket. Fed him on the weak side.
We approach 4.5 minutes left to go now. 50-49. Davis lead is 1. There's Hernandez at the baseline. And boy, you can see that elbow from here. And that's going to do it for Logan Schneider tonight. He leaves the game with 4 points in the ball game.
And that was unnecessary foul for Logan Schneider. He just did not need to do it, but you play
Eric,
physical, you play aggressive, that's what
and you just can't turn that on and off.
Yeah,
you just can't.
Right.
And that sends Cesar Hernandez back to the free throw line. And got 16 points in this game.
My basketball coach in high school would tell you, you beat that foul by moving your feet. Move your feet, you don't have to use your hands.
That's what our coach used to say. You must be tired. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to run a little bit more in practice. Yeah. Hernandez, first one good, second one good. He's got 18 now in the game. 52-39. Davis, this might be their biggest lead, isn't it, Eric?
Yep, second time they've had a 3-point lead all in the last few seconds.
Ruffins now far side easily to Heimbigner. This is a big possession right here. Monahan dumps it down easily, working on Garza, can't get it to go. Hernandez now is going to slowly come up court. They're going to probably use a lot of this shot clock now.
No need to hurry it.
Under 4 minutes, there's Hernandez, pump layup, good. 20 points on the night for Hernandez, and now Easley's on the sideline. And that's a turnover. Give it right back to Davis. And Davis wants a timeout. 3:52, we'll keep it right here. Left to go, fourth quarter. Davis on top now, 54-49. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service, installation, and repair since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality. And by Global Car Care, your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop off is available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. Eastmont now finds themselves down by 5 here, Eric. Foreign territory for the Wildcats here tonight. And they can't let this game get into double digits or it's going to be an uphill battle.
See it mentally, Grant. You had a game on Tuesday. You had the lead, you let it go away, and then you had guys foul out, and you couldn't keep up with Davis. They end up winning by 15. Last night, you get a 5-point lead at halftime. That's he raced down to 2 after 3 quarters, and again, they couldn't hold on to the lead last night. So here we go again.
Now they're going to have to try and claw their way back in it, down by 5 as we mentioned. Bennett Joe with it, working on Ruffin, spins in the lane, passes off on the baseline. The ball is loose, and we've got a foul.
And if that is on Easley, that's 5, right?
It is.
Yep.
And it is. That'll be it for Ethan Easley. What a first quarter Easley had. He had 14 points and only 2 points since then, and leaves the game with 16 for the Wildcats. And he does a lot of other things well, too. That's another kid that can really jump. He's a good rebounder, good defender.
He's had a couple of open looks here in the second half, and I'm not sure why he didn't shoot them. He just got a little bit hesitant, and I think that foul situation was in the back of his head.
I think so, too, as Galindo misses his first free throw attempt. You'll get another one as Davis now in the double bonus here the rest of this quarter. Galindo, right-handed shooter. This one's good.
Largest lead at 7 points for Davis now.
With 3.5 minutes left to go in this ball game, and then another steal. Here's
he traveled.
He did double dribble. That's third turnover is what I have on Davis this half.
Yeah, 7 for Eastmont here in the second half.
Wow. All right, side out. Monahan gets it into Heimbigner. Working on the freshman Hernandez. Here's Monahan now. 14-footer, good. Big bucket for Eastmont. 4 points is all for the Wildcats here in this fourth quarter. 5-point Davis lead as we get close now to 3 minutes left. Dante Bennett Joe with it. And a steal by Malcolm. All the way down court and a slam! exclamation mark for Tyrell Malcolm, and nothing gets the crowd going like a dunk. And maybe this can propel Eastmont through the rest of this ball game, down by 3.
And right now, Eastmont has to have Malcolm come through for him.
Oh, Hernandez left wide open in the key. He's going to make that every time, and does, and he's got 22 now.
Yeah, Austin Ruffins just left him all by himself there, and yeah, I mean, that's, hey, gimme. Thank you.
It is. 2.5 minutes left. 5-point Davis lead. Monahan, and now to Malcolm. In the lane, jumps over everyone again. The basket's good. It's Bennett Joe falls to the floor.
That was close to a charge.
It really was.
Oh, my.
19 points on the night for Tyrell Malcolm. Here's Hernandez, the dangerous Cesar Hernandez. Near side, Bennett Joe working one-on-one against Ruffins, and he's called for the carrying the ball violation. Handles the ball pretty well for a big man, though, doesn't he?
He really does. He really does. But, you know, that's called so few times anymore.
And we've seen it twice in one game.
I know, and by 2 different officials tonight.
Under 2 minutes now left to go. Eastmont down by 3, 58-55. Monahan. Malcolm with it over the head. Now to Ruffins, looks for somebody down low. Nobody moving right now for Eastmont as they get down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Malcolm. 7 on the shot clock. Malcolm kicks it out. Monahan. Elbow, jump shot, no good. Rebound into the hands of Galindo. That was a big possession right there. Under 1.5 minutes left to go.
Davis just going to bleed the clock.
So at what point do you begin fouling here, Eric? Under 1 minute, I would think, wouldn't you?
Double bonus is tough.
That's true, too. Lee dumps it down. Bennett Joe working on Ruffins. And Ruffins gets a piece of it.
Guess he got him with the body. He did check the ball, but I guess he got him with the body.
So Ruffins picks up his second, and Bennett Joe, as Eric has pointed out, money from the free throw line. He's 4 of 4 tonight. On the way, free throw, good. Boy, it's such an advantage when your big man can shoot free throws, isn't it?
It's huge. It's huge because that takes away that physicality that you have inside. When you try to come up and play tough defense on him, he could just say, all right, I'll make it at the free throw line.
Second free throw also good. 4 points for Bennett Joe in this quarter, all from the free throw line. Back to that 5-point Davis lead now as we approach 1 minute left to go in this one. Here's Heimbigner. Far side on the wing, it's Malcolm. Ruffins at the elbow, drives to the basket, lost control of it though. And it's into the hands of Davis.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ruffin's not the guy you want to have the ball at that juncture.
I think Eastmont needs to foul here at some point as Coach Eli Juarez wants timeout. We'll keep it right here. Our score with 42.1 seconds left is Davis 60 and Eastmont 55. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet safe material around your home or office. Call today for your free estimate. And by Laura Mounter Real Estate, voted world's best realtor in the Valley for 2021. And boy, big possessions coming up now, Eric. We're getting to that crunch time where Eastmont needs to make every one of them count.
Yeah, it's 2-possession game right now with Davis having possession, and like you said, you're about time to foul no matter what happens, even though they're in the double bonus.
And they have shot really well from the free throw line here tonight.
Yeah, and who do you pick out there?
12
for Davis, to shoot the free throw.
12 of 13 this half from the line.
Yeah.
Here's Bennett Joe now as he gets fouled immediately by Ruffins. I'm sure that was the plan coming out of that timeout. As Adrian Ruffins picks up his third, but as I mentioned, the big man, Bennett Joe, 4 of 4 from the free throw line this quarter.
Fouls again proving to be huge tonight in this matchup between Eastmont and Davis, as Eastmont has 2 players been disqualified with personal fouls, and that was the same case on Tuesday night, and they just couldn't hold on.
That's exactly what happened Tuesday, yeah. Bennett Joe gets the first one. 6-point lead, trying to make it 7 here. On the way, it's good. How about the big man? 6 of 6. Oh, then a steal as Eastmont loose with that inbounds pass. And that could do it for Eastmont with that play right there. 34.8 seconds left. And it's on Malcolm, his fourth.
Great job by Brandon Lee Jr. back there playing defense and just got a hand in on a kind of lackadaisical pass inbounds by Eastmont.
Robert Galindo at the line. Free throw is good. And Davis has just been money from the line here in this second half. Actually, all night, only missed one in the first half. Second free throw is also good. 34 seconds. Eastmont needs a basket and a quick foul by Davis. That'll drive a coach crazy. Stops the clock.
Brandon Lee with the foul. It's his first.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eastmont now in the bonus, so that'll send Tyrell Malcolm to the free throw line.
Yeah, no need for that foul by Davis.
Going for his 20th point and misses it. And Davis, the big rebound. We've got a reach-in foul in the backcourt. 30 seconds exactly left to go. 9-point Davis lead with Hernandez at the free throw line. He has been perfect there tonight. 8 of 8 for Cesar Hernandez from the free throw line.
You got to give credit to Davis and their defense after Eastmont got out to such a hot start to start the ball game with easily scoring at will. Davis really made it difficult for both Easley, Monahan to do anything from the outside.
They really did. And like you pointed out too, Eric, Eastmont kind of forced things a little bit early in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Here's Hernandez again. Free throw money. He is 10 of 10 from the free throw line tonight. 11-point lead. Monahan from downtown, no good. Gets his own rebound. Back up with it. It's good. 14 for Monahan in the game. Now Hernandez gets grabbed by Heimbinger. Probably no use fouling at this point. Down by 9. 17 seconds left.
Especially the way that Davis shoots the free throws.
Especially Hernandez, who's just been amazing tonight. 24 points on the night, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. 13 of 13, it's good. 10-point Davis lead. What a valiant effort, though, by the Wildcats tonight.
Yep, just didn't have it down the stretch. Just didn't have enough in the tank. Not enough bodies to defend.
Right, that's it. Free throw good by Hernandez. 11-point Davis lead, and they're going to win their 15th straight game here tonight. Heimbinger's side out. Into Malcolm. 10 seconds left. Malcolm the shot, no good. Brandon Lee Jr. the rebound. No fouling now, as this clock will run out, and Davis will come out of here with a 68-57 11-point victory. And what a game it was here at Eastmont High School. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up from Eastmont right after this.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu, because we work to get you to work.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language.
Dankeschön. Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether, we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom back with you courtside here at Eastmont High School, where the Davis Pirates have won their 10th game in the Big Nine this season and their 15th in a row with a 68-57 win over the Eastmont Wildcats. And Eric, I think you hit it right on the head. A valiant effort by Eastmont, but they just ran out of gas in that fourth quarter.
Wildcats led by as many as 13 in this ball game, but Davis never showed any sign of being nervous. They didn't show any sign of being frustrated. They just continued to play their game, continued to figure that it's going to come to us. Eastmont, meanwhile, just got rattled, I thought, and just tried to do a little bit too much on the offensive end. Defensively, they started getting the ball inside, did Davis offensively to Bennett Joe, and then he just really kind of turned things around for Davis here tonight, both on the glass as well as from the field.
And Eric, I don't know if I've ever seen this as long as I've been doing basketball. Davis, 25 of 28 from the free throw line. Eastmont, 1 for 2 on the entire night. Two free throws total in the ball game.
Yeah, and that's a lot of shooting from the outside. That's a lot of not drawing the defense on you and trying to get those shots. And boy, 25 points. I mean, the difference of the ball game. You look at Davis outscored Eastmont 23-10 in that fourth quarter. A lot of that was from the free throw line.
It really was. Let's take a look now at how the scoring ended up here in tonight's game. We'll start with the Eastmont Wildcats. 19, maybe the best game he's played in his career. Tyrell Malcolm, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 16 on the night for Ethan Easley, 14 for Eamon Monahan, and then 4 each for Reese Gallagher and Logan Snyder. Leading the way, as always, for Davis, Cesar Hernandez, 26 points tonight, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. The big man, Dante Bennett-Joe, ends up with 22 points. He was 8 of 8 from the free throw line. 6 points on the night for Brandon Lee Jr., 5 for Blake Garza, 3 points for Robert Galindo, and 6 points for Finnegan Anderson off the bench. The person that drug Davis down from the free throw line, Blake Garza, was 2 for 4. So he was 50%, while the team went 25 of 28 from the free throw line.
Cesar Hernandez also led them in rebounding with 6 tonight as they closed the gap towards the end. Eastmont did out-rebound Davis in the ballgame, which surprises me. 29 to 23 total, and a double-double for Tyrell Malcolm tonight. He ends up with 10 rebounds and 4 block shots.
What a game he had. I'll tell you, it was impressive. So that'll do it. Our next broadcast, once again, next Friday, as we will be right back here at Eastmont. The big rivalry, once again, the third game we've done between the two this year, Wenatchee and Eastmont. And it's going to be a big game. I think it'll be a competitive boys basketball game for sure, don't you?
Absolutely, and that's kind of an inverse of what Eastmont's had happen to them lately, where Wenatchee's been up at halftime. They've led the first halves of those games and then couldn't hold the lead against Eastmont. So we'll see what happens here week from, Friday night.
All right, and that'll do it here for our broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel as Davis gets the sweep here at Eastmont tonight.
Yeah, let me thank our crew for helping us with the broadcast. Of course, Malcolm Whitehall back at the studios. Our studio producer, Josiah Davison, is our line producer here on site tonight. Thanks to Josiah for all of his work. Also, of course, to Connor Hawk and to Matthew Ortiz, as well as Hunter Muma, our camera folks here tonight to bring you the sights. And we have the sounds of a doubleheader here where Eastmont falls in the girls game tonight to Davis by a score of 64-38. And Davis wins the boys game here as well, 68-57.
All right, that will do it. For my broadcast partner, Eric Granstrom, I'm Grant Olson, hoping you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you again next Friday for more basketball action right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Good night, everyone.
With 2, with 1 from half court. Go off the mark. Eastmont
Thanks for
wins.
watching high school sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab, One Way Construction, Rivercom 911, Save Mart, and Sangster Motors. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.
At the